Hey guys, welcome back to You Can Do STEM. My name is Lisa, and today we're going to talk about the 5 main requirements to apply to graduate school. Now keep in mind that some of these requirements are things that you're going to have to work with and develop through your years as a college student, so the earlier you start working on them, the better. The first requirement is probably going to be the most important one, and it is research experience. When you become a member of any graduate program, be it a doctoral program or a master's program, you're going to be expected to do a substantial amount of research. Therefore, all of these programs are going to require for you to come with some previous research experience. And the question that you may be thinking of is, how am I going to get this research experience when I'm studying in college? Well, initially, you're going to get your first research experience by taking laboratory courses. And then you can use this experience to apply to other opportunities to become an undergraduate research assistant. And you can do this at your home institution by asking your favorite professor to become a member of their research laboratory. Or you can do this outside of your home institution by applying online into international internships or summer internships. If you don't know anything about these experiences, Adriana just uploaded a video into our channel where she's talking everything about REUs or research experience for undergraduates. So I'm going to link that video down below so that you can learn a little bit more about these programs and check it out so that you can apply for the next summer programs. We're a little bit later in your bachelor's career and you have not obtained any research experience, but you're still interested in applying for graduate programs. You can still obtain some research experience once you graduate with your bachelor's degree by applying to post-bac programs or post-bachelor programs. And these programs are designed for people to obtain more research experience and more research skills. So again, you can go into the webpage of your institution of choice and check about their post-bac programs and apply directly into their application platform. On to the second requirement. The second requirement is going to be letters of recommendation. Pretty much any graduate application is going to ask you for a minimum of 3 letters of recommendation. And these letters of recommendation are going to come from people with whom you have worked with and know you well. For example, professors with whom you have taken classes, but preferentially from people or professors with whom you have performed research before. In addition to that, you can also ask other mentors that know you well and know your skills and your characteristics to excel in a graduate program. The third requirement is going to be your GPA or grade point average, which is basically the average of your grades. In general, the higher your grades, the higher your GPA, and the higher your GPA, the better the chances that you have to enter the program that you want. Now, some programs don't really give a lot of importance to the GPA, and some programs do. The programs that do generally have a minimum GPA number that you need to apply to their program. So I suggest that if you have a particular school and program in mind, that you go into their application platform online and check if they have any GPA minimum requirement. The fourth requirement is going to be your graduate record examination or GRE exam. Again, this is an exam. It's a 2-part exam, and it consists of a math part and a verbal English part. This is an exam that you have to schedule ahead of time and study for. If you want us to make a video focusing on how to study for this exam and what are the resources that you can use to study and pass this exam, let us know. Hit like to this video and we'll happily make that video for you. Again, the higher your scores for this exam, the better the chances to get into the program. There is an average of about 150 for each part, and usually if you are average or above, you have higher chances of getting into the program. Although some programs are currently discussing if they still want to consider this exam as part of their application for their graduate program, some programs have even eliminated the exam. So you can check online if the particular program that you're interested in still requires it. In general, most programs still do require this exam. And lastly, the fifth requirement that you will need to enter a graduate program is going to be your story. In general, you're going to have to write an essay or personal statement in which you're going to talk about yourself and your interest in science and your particular subject of science. And you're going to also talk about your research experience, just like a summary of your research experience and what you have learned from them and how they have molded your decision of continuing on a research career. Finally, you're going to also have to write about why you chose the program and how is the program going to help you achieve your career goals. In addition to that, you're also going to have to explain what are your characteristics and what are your unique traits that you bring into the table and how they're going to add to the educational culture and the school that you're applying to. So that's it. These are the 5 requirements that you're going to encounter when you apply to graduate programs out there. And if you have any more questions about these requirements, or if you would like for us to make more in detail videos about each requirement on its own, please hit like to this video and we'll happily make those videos for you. In addition to that, you can also send us any question, comment, concern, or even your application material to our email. You can do stem@gmail.com and we'll happily answer your questions or check your material. So that's it. That's all I have for today, you guys. I hope this video was very informative and that you learned some of the next steps that you need to take in order to become a competitive graduate school applicant. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful next week. See you next time.